Hello, good people. This is Kingsley Ejiofor, and we are proceeding on the second course of this module. We started with the first course of the module, we've handled that adequately, and we are proceeding now on the second course. The second course is titled Decision Under Uncertainty. Decision under uncertainty. Remember, we are dealing on the module. The module is business decision analysis in the new normal. So the second course which we are treating today is decision under uncertainty. Let's proceed. You ready? Let's go. Decision under uncertainty. What is decision under uncertainty? What does it mean? When you hear the word, what comes to your mind? What exactly chord? What type of chord does it strike on you? Decision under uncertainty, as I describe, this is my personal description, okay? This is my personal explanation of the topic. So I define this topic as decision under uncertainty is a management decision. It's a condition where the decision maker has more than one possible outcome for each decision alternative. Now, the word uncertainty means you're not sure of what is coming next. So you have to make a decision where you are not sure of what the outcome is. You are not sure whether this decision will be successful or not. You are not sure if this decision will crash the company. You are not sure of what the expected output from these decisions are. But here you are, as a decision maker, faced with this decision. You and your team are standing, looking at this. You're not sure of what the outcome is. You're not sure whatsoever, as in you have no certainty. But you must make the decision. This is one of the highest challenge any decision maker can face. Furthermore, each decision alternative with its associated possible outcome has a likelihood of occurrence. So you're faced with a decision to be made. There are a couple of uncertainties. What if this happened? What if I make this decision and it turns out this way? What if we decide this but it did not go as expected? What if there's a change in government policy? What if there's a national disaster after this has been made? No, a lot of what ifs that you have no certainty about. But one thing is sure, each decision you make have corresponding consequences. And each of these consequences have likelihood of occurrence. So you have to factor in the uncertainties, factor in the likelihood of occurrences in your decision analysis. The decision maker has to be very careful, very underlined, very careful in analyzing the situation to ensure the best decision is made. There are core rules that guide excellent decision under uncertainty. One is decisions under uncertainty are associated with probabilities of occurrence. So you must know at the back of your mind that once you have uncertainties before you, according to your decision to be made, you should know with clarity that there are probabilities that each of these uncertainties must occur. And you have to factor in these probabilities in your decision analysis. The associated probabilities indicate the likelihood of occurrence of each outcome, and they are all positive decimal fractions. And the interval is from 0 to 1. 0 being the least chance of this possibility or the uncertainty not occurring at all, and 1 being the possibility of these uncertainties occurring maximum, even be far, far beyond your expectation. But based on historical experience and based on my knowledge and practical industry practice, I can tell you for sure that the probabilities of uncertainties always range in between the zeros and the ones. Always in between. In fact, most of the probabilities of occurrence in uncertainties in business decision analysis always occur between 0.3 and 0.7. So these probabilities must be factored in. Second rule, probability values are indicators of the direction of outcome. The direction an outcome is heading is being shown by the probability. So the higher the probability tending towards one means the higher the chance that the event will occur. So we have a couple of uncertainties which you are trying to make a decision and make the best decision out of these uncertainties, clogging a decision challenge. You should know that the one that had the highest probability tending towards one means that that particular uncertainty has a higher chance of occurrence. This knowledge helps you in decision making. Also, the decision alternative or the choice to be made that has the lowest probability of occurrence means that that particular chance, that particular alternative, that particular decision has the lowest chance of occurring in reality. So when you have this knowledge prior to a decision under uncertainty, it helps you to know that the lower probabilities have the lower chances of occurrence and the higher probabilities have higher chances of occurrence. So the ones that have higher risk attached to it and with associated higher probabilities of occurrence are likely going to occur. So in making your decisions, it guides you in putting the facts you have into consideration. Also, the decision alternatives, the decision chances, the chance nodes that have the lower probability of occurrence and the lower probabilities tending to zero means that they have lower chances of the event occurring. So this is the second rule which must be noted in your business decision under uncertainty. Third, in the decision under uncertainty, the probability values assigned to each chance node indicates the level of risk associated with the event. Now, I tried to explain earlier on, okay, let me use diagrammatic view to explain this. We'll go into details as we progress on the course, but let's use this grammatic view. A decision node is known by a square and a chance node is marked by a circle. A perfect square tells you something that this is likely going to occur. So you have a decision to be made anywhere you see a square. And you also have at the back of your mind that anywhere you see a circle, an oval shape, there's a chance of an event occurring. So you are not making a decision here, but you know that there's a likelihood that this will occur. So knowing things that have likelihood of occurrence helps you in your decision making. I repeat, knowing things that have high likelihood of occurrence and low likelihood of occurrence guides your decision making. Now you know that events that have a high probability from 0.6, 0.7 and above have a high chance of occurring. Remember, in your chance node, you factor it in. And in your decision node, the factored in chance node will help you in your expected monetary value calculation. Don't worry, we will break it down as we proceed. Okay. So as my explanation goes on, The level of risk to reward ratio for each decision alternative is highlighted in the associated probability values or risk values. This is what investors, especially when huge funds is involved, want to see. This is what board members of the organization wants to see. They want to see what is the risk to reward ratio associated with each decision alternative. Money is involved, value is involved, reputation is involved, lives are involved, families are involved, a couple of things on the table. So what is the risk to reward ratio? For every associated risk we want to take, what is the expected reward? For every decision alternative, what are the expected values? These guides a decision under uncertainty. Also, going into the nitty-gritty of decision under uncertainty, I will tell you this. Have these rules at the back of your mind, for we'll use them in company of other principles we will learn as we are proceeding in this course and other subsequent courses to solve real life case studies. So we'll bring in real life organizational challenges, real life management challenges. We'll bring it up, we'll handle it, we'll analyze it, and you will make the decision. And we'll compare your decision to the real life scenarios that these organizations face and see whether we've got the point here or not. So degrees of uncertainty in personal and organizational decision analysis differ. And as such, the application methodology differs. When you are faced with a challenge that will take in about $1,000, in case there's a wrong decision made, you lose $1,000. The level of integrity, the level of rigor you put in that particular option of losing $1,000 when compared to losing $10 million, $10 million US dollars in this case, when you factor in the quantum of the amount to be lost, $1,000 versus 10 million USD, you know that the higher monetary value will require higher rigor in decision analysis. Also, business operations are accustomed by various degrees of uncertainties. Hence, the knowledge of business decision analysis is paramount in business sustainability. Uncertainties are a given in every organization. So don't wish away uncertainties. They have to be there. They have to come. They come frequently. Things you didn't bargain for, things you didn't expect. But you have to stand, make the right decision, face them, conquer them, and proceed. So I am gradually unveiling the scars. Gradually, so that various degrees of learners can follow us. My aim is to ensure that as many as possible learners, possible followers of this course, possible students get the nitty-gritty of the business decision analysis. Hence, my gradual approach to it. Feel free to reach out to me at keymax@gmail.com. So, we'll proceed further in the next course. So, in this course, we've handled the core rules, the core principles, how to go about making decisions when there are a lot of uncertainties. When there are a lot of certainties, and when the degrees of the uncertainties varies, how do you handle them? We'll put practicality to this, and we will proceed to it. Thank you for being a part of this course. Do have a great and memorable